Hey everybody, Matumbo here, welcome back. We are playing some more Historic here in MTG Arena, and today we are exploring the side of humans. Humans, again, is a deck that's been around. It's been very popular since Modern, and it used to be very dominating. So before we hop into today's deck, I would like to remind everybody to please, if you enjoy the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button on this video. Please leave a comment down below with any of your thoughts or comments, and as well as hit that bell icon to be notified as soon as the videos become available. And I do want to give everybody that comes and watches the videos a huge shout out. Can't do this without all of you. We have crossed 700 subscribers. That is amazing. Just a few days ago we were like at 300, so we are growing at a very ridiculous rate. We're going to be at 1,000 soon, which would be so amazing. So and honestly, most of the people who watch the videos are not even subscribed, so if you are not a subscriber, please hit that button. That would be amazing. But with that being said, let's hop into today's deck, Historic Humans. And I do like to play on alliteration, so if you're a fan of that as I am, I mean, let's do this. So, all right, so like I was saying, humans have been around for many years now in regards to them being competitive, especially in the Modern format. So I believe it was when I think it was Matt Nass who first broke out with a big win at a GP, I think GP Phoenix or something along those lines. Years and years ago, and ever since then, for a few years, Modern Humans was very dominant in Modern until, you know, obviously new sets came out and things took its place. So we want to see if that is going to translate into Historic, where we have access to a lot of the same humans. We don't have access to the same mana base, unfortunately, and obviously some of those other humans we don't have access to. So, but we're gonna do what we can and see what we can pull out here. All right, so let's cover each of these, and really what makes this deck be able to be possibly played in this is the fact that Ancient Ziggurat was added in one of the anthologies. Now, again, add 1 mana of any color, spend it only to cast creature spells. So that's huge. We're basically playing all creatures anyway, except for 3 cards, and we have Unclaimed Territory from Ixalan, which we just choose a creature type. Since we're playing mainly all humans, this is, I mean, it's ridiculous. These 2 lands on their own. So let's look at these humans. We have our 1-drop. We have Dauntless Bodyguard. We are playing 3 of them. So typically you don't want an interactive card like this on turn 1, but a 2/1 for 1 is really good. This is really used to protect your other creatures because it does have a secondary ability. Because when it enters the battlefield, typically you choose another creature you control, and then you can sacrifice it to get that creature indestructible. So it is a good protection spell. Since we are playing an Esper shell, we do have a lot of multicolor spells, so we are going to include the Hero of Precinct One. Whenever we cast a multicolor spell, we are going to create a 1/1 white human creature. So it's awesome because, again, it is human. Thalia, another anthology-based card. It's a 2 mana, 2/1 first striker. Non-creature spell costs 1 more to play. So if we're playing against like control decks, this is going to kind of slow them down. This is just the first striking ability is very big. Kitesail Freebooter. So Kitesail Freebooter is a really cool card, especially for a humans based. It's a flyer. It's going to give us a little bit of evasion, and when it enters the battlefield, we can essentially exile a non-land, non-creature card from their hand until this leaves the battlefield. So it's going to kind of give us some disruption as well as evasion. So it's really important. Meddling Mage. This card is awesome. I've been a huge fan of Meddling Mage since Invasion Block when this card first came out. When it comes into play, we get to choose a non-land card, and that spell cannot be played at all as while this is in play. So if we like turn 2, look at their hand with Kitesail Freebooter, grab some kind of maybe removal spell or something along those lines, and we see, oh, they're going to play whatever X bomb on the next turn, we get to drop this and say, oh, no sir. So that's fun. General's Enforcer. So this is one of the newer cards from Ikoria. This is going to give our legendary humans indestructible. It's really not the best ability, but it is a 2 mana 2/3. And for 4 mana, if we kind of start stalling out, we can exile cards from our graveyards, either ours or our opponents, to make 1/1s humans. So really good. This is our only non-human card, so I do want to point out this card could be interchanged for for 3 other creatures that are humans, and it could be you could at that point play a new Mori as a companion, but I didn't really want to focus on another companion based deck. I wanted to actually try to build a deck that doesn't have a companion. So we're playing some removal. Exile target creature. If we don't control a human, which we're always going to control a human, we would lose life. So as long as we have a human, we're good. Now, Militia Bugler. This is a card that was very popular when it was first printed. That was added to humans. We get to look at the top 4 cards and put a creature with power 2 or less into our hand. So it is a draw spell. Benalish Marshal. This is a great card. It's a lord. It gives all of our creatures +1/+1. And on the same boat, we also have General Kudro. He is legendary, but he's going to give all of our humans +1/+1. Whenever we have humans enter the battlefield, we can exile a card. So any of those graveyard-based decks, we can get rid of those. And if we need to, we can sacrifice 2 humans, whether they be actual humans, non-tokens, or tokens, and we can remove really big creatures from the board. So that's really good. Exclusion Mage. When it comes into play, we get to return a creature an opponent controls to their hand. So this is good. This is going to just put them off of tempo, and it's going to just cause us to get a little bit ahead. Deputy of Detention. This is our only non-human. So be mindful that there are 2 non-humans in the deck. When he comes into play, though, this is really powerful. We get to exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls and other non-land permanents that player controls with the same name. So if they have a bunch of tokens, we can remove basically all their tokens. If they have a couple of creatures with the same name, we get to remove all of those. So this could be either a singleton removal spell or a mass removal spell, depending on what our opponents are playing against. And now we have Atris, Oracle of Truth. This is just a one-of. This is another way to draw cards. It's a 4-mana spell. It's like a little mini Fact or Fiction. They're going to take the top 3 cards, put however many they want face down, and then however many they want face up, and then we get to pick a pile. So it's kind of like a blind Fact or Fiction. And this is the card that brought it all together, Hostage Taker. Hostage Taker, when it comes to the battlefield, we get to exile a creature or an enchantment that's in play. And as long as this is in play, we get to then play that card for its mana cost as being colorless. So I really wanted to build a deck involving Hostage Taker. It's been on the back of my mind for a few days now. And finally, as I was building, I had a lot of different narrations. Then finally it clicked and I was like, oh, humans. We could build humans. So, all right, that's the deck. We got a bunch of mana. We're playing 22 land. Again, this is an Esper Shell, mainly creatures. So do want to remind everybody, please stay until the end of the video. We do talk about what we like about the deck, what we didn't like, any changes we might make. So with that being said, let's hop into the gameplay and we will see you guys soon. All right, so I'm excited to play this deck. This is a deck that used to dominate Modern back when it was first discovered and brought to the limelight, so to speak. The Rob Awesome. The name looks familiar. So, this is a weird hand. Benalish Marshal could be good, but obviously with it being triple white, we need a little bit of help. But we do have Kitesail Freebooters. So we could look at this as being on a mulligan to 6 and having an acceptable hand. So we just have to hope our opponent decides to show up here. So the only thing I'm real curious about now, thinking about it, obviously we're in game 1, is, oh my god, really? We have disconnected for no reason other than that. So game hadn't even started yet and we've disconnected. We're gonna keep. Hello. So yeah, so Kitesail Freebooter, it hits non-creatures. And we typically want to be... well, let me rephrase this. A lot of the decks in modern, not modern, or in historic are actually creature based. So very interesting that we actually happen to hit a deck that is... I mean, we're just going to make him keep having it. You can waste a removal there. He goes land, Vraska's Contempt. Will he take the damage? He will. So we're going to lock this Vraska's Contempt in his hand. And then we're going to name Mastermind, or we're going to grab his Mastermind's Acquisition. Oh, he has two of them. That's unfortunate. If only we would have done that the other way around. So I'm sure he's playing some kind of mass sweeper in his, either in his deck or in his sideboard that he can go get. Do we think it's -2/-2? Or ooh. Let's see. I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and get in with the attackers. And for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of that card right now. Oh. I feel like I'm brain farting right now. Let's just do Ritualist Soot for him right now. It's really awkward that I can't think of the name of the -2/-2. And I think we hit it. Wow. I'm sorry, guys, that for whatever reason, and I know it's going to come to me in like 2 minutes, so. Alright, so. I'm embarrassed. Couldn't think of Cry of the Carnarium. The -2/-2 spell. Had to go look it up in my collection in between games. So to make it up, we will remind everybody, it's time to hydrate. Cheeky bum bum. But yes, so a Yorion deck, these freebooters would probably be good. But yeah, so they say you are supposed to drink whatever your body weight is divided by 2. that many ounces of water. So if you weigh 200 pounds, just drink 100 ounces of water a day. So we're just going to lead on this. Because if we just draw multiple white mana in a row, we're just going to cast. We're going to prioritize casting those. But Freebooter, Meddling Mage, probably be pretty good. But this could be like an Elementals deck. Okay, I don't mind that. What is this? These are the same. So we're going to name Cetessan Champion, definitely. It's going to lock out 2 of the cards from his hand. And if we draw land, this Hostage Taker will lock up the 3rd card from his hand. Oh, Banishing Light, interesting. Interesting. This doesn't do anything. We're just going to take a look. Got 2 of each. And yeah, so none of these are enchantments, so I think we're just gonna prioritize getting these in. That's an enchantment. But we might just be able to ignore this and outrace him. That was a really good draw. I guess it really doesn't matter. This is the same thing. And then Hostage Takers should just close this game out. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wah wah wee wah. So this will name Banishing Light. And we're going to exile Shatter the Sky, just in case he plays like Tamiyo or something. So 1 blocker doesn't really do anything here. So he could play Yorion. I don't think Yorion gets him anywhere, though. And then good game. Good game. Interesting matchup. Seeing Enchantress deck. Pretty exciting. That's a card I want to build around Enchantress's presence. I really wish Yorion was Yorion's Sky Captain as opposed to Sky Nomad. Because if it was Yorion's Sky Captain and I take one with a Hostage Taker, then I have every opportunity to say, look at me, I'm the captain now. But I mean, it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and keep. This is a weird hand. Playing against a Luris deck. So we have no idea what they're going to be playing. And we'll pretty much Deputy of Detention any permanent they play here. This could just be a cycling deck. So is this just... Okay. It is not just a cycling deck. So we will go ahead. Kiln Fiend. Wouldn't actually mind drawing a land there that makes black. So we'll go ahead and deputy this as well. As another Kiln Fiend. We do need something that makes black mana. Okay. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. We're not going to attack. He could just get us by double blocking or just blocking with Kiln Fiend and shocking. So we took the Meddling Mage there. I think it's smarter to have a Kitesail Freebooter against this particular deck. But we took the Meddling Mage because he still does not know that we're playing another color besides white or blue. So we don't really want to show him that we're playing Esper. Okay. So are we about to take a bunch of damage, or what's up? Because we do have 6 on the swing back. This is okay. This is a lot of damage. Wow. Wow. Good game. Wow. Okay. He just Kiln Fiend double striked us. That's pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing. Yeah, had we drawn black mana that game, that would have been completely different, but that's amusing. I like it. I like it. You know, it's always fun when we get to see our opponents do their janky things. So we're actually gonna mark that down. That's another deck we might take a look at. Some weird double striking Kiln Fiend deck. And that could definitely be more on like the budget side. Opponent goes first. Umori deck. This could be pretty good. Creature-based deck. Meddling Mages are better than Kitesail Freebooters. We can cast them. Hostage Taker gets creatures. So this could just be a Winota deck, though. So I'm guessing this is Winota. So we are 100% going to name Winota. Yep, 100% Winota. And I'm betting that a Winota, this just takes care of it. He's probably thinking, does he know to name Winota? Oh, he knows to name Winota. Yeah, so we do have to worry about a 4/5 and a 3/1 coming at us every turn. So definitely not going to block. So that was a good draw. Just going to turn the Umori off for another turn. This will let us to get in with Meddling Mage. It'll allow us to block with block the Vanguard, make him pay 4 life. So yep. So we are currently winning that battle. Pretty sure we can afford to take another Another 3. So the thing is we do have to be wary about Stomp. Stomp into Winota gets us. Legion Warboss is pretty good. There we go. That was a really good draw, just having that mana there for this Dire Tactics. Do we dare? I think we do. So, could attack with Hostage Taker. I don't think we want to, since 10 is a relatively low life total against this deck. So... So we are going to name Stomp here. Yep, and that's how you lock out a Winota deck. That is awesome. So, again, Winota, the Winota deck is probably easily the best deck in the format, but it does show you that we do have the possibility to beat it. If you know how to play against it, know what to expect. So. Yeah, that last game was pretty crazy. It is good to know, though, whenever you play what's considered the best deck in the format, and you beat it. So... Alright, well, we will name humans. And what do we get here? I guess a Hostage Taker is our only choice. This guy's name is Cognac. Interesting way to spell it. And we will... I think we have to threaten lethal, right? What do we name here? What do we name here? I guess we just have to be safe, right? Cry the Crenarium. We'll actually remember the name of the card this time. And And we'll go ahead and give him the GGs. The good old GGs. Nice. That was a quick game. Yeah, I don't really know what that last, what our last opponent's deck was supposed to be doing. So we have a bodyguard into nothing. We have a dire tactics though to remove a blocker. So Dark Soul. Hey, maybe he's playing the same. And okay, well. So we do have a pretty we have an okay amount of legendary creatures in this deck. I wonder how Mox Amber would fare in this deck. All right, well, I would prefer to play this before, just in case he has something that could kill us during combat. Or not us, but the hero, Precinct One. At least we'll get... Yep, that's why I did that. So we still... So we still get a 1/1 out of it. We would not have had a 1/1 in play, so... Please be mindful of that. So, we're gonna attack. Yep. You're at a quick 9, and so he might have to run out the Murderous Rider here as a blocker / life gainer, and it does have a. Okay, well, maybe not. Maybe not. That would have been good last turn. Doan's Veto's irrelevant. We get rid of Teferi, right? And what you get? That is a good hit. So what does he kill? We're not too concerned with the thought erasure. Okay. So you might take the dire tactics. You might have to. Nope. So we need to draw planes. Or some form of white producing land. But we do not. We don't have any reason to kill Narset, honestly. We don't have any card draw. Just want to force through the damage. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And now we are on the Kill Teferi plan. It's gonna be tough. It is gonna be tough. The only thing he can kill, or the only thing he can counter literally in our deck, is dire tactics. Fortunate. Well, No attacks. So we're just gonna get Teferied, I guess. We are just gonna get Teferied. Who plays decks like these? I mean, who plays decks like these? Like, for real? Alright, well. Do we get settled? Settle gets us pretty good. Another Wrath gets us pretty good.
No time for a break.
Yep, you can have the only card we can't cast. So he's digging for a Wrath. So we just kind of have to hope this is good, right? And it was. All right. Stick to your guns and get through there. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams, guys. All right, everybody. It is time for the wrap up. And our deck performed really, really well. We went 5-1 with the deck. We did happen to lose to a person's kind of weird, janky Kiln Fiend deck where he actually gave a double strike, got it to 10 power, and hit us 420. So it was actually pretty amusing. His deck was pretty quick, and I'm actually kind of glad that we saw that. So, all right, so what did we like about the deck? I do like how fast the potential it is, you know, just being able to go 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. It's really powerful, especially when 3 drops are lords, and you're just like, once you hit 3 drops, you are just playing lord after lord after lord. So I do really enjoy that fact. What I think could be improved upon, now again, Kitesail Freebooter, may not want to play 4 of. Historic right now is, nobody really knows what it is, but I do feel like Historic is leaning towards more of a creature-based format, especially because Winota being so popular, Umori as being a companion, Luris as being a companion, Obosh, just really the companion. Most of the companions really drive creature-based decks. So Kitesail Freebooter may not be something that we would play 4 of. We might want to drop it down to 2 or 3. The Atris in the deck was something that I wasn't really a big fan of. I don't really know if we actually cast it. I don't remember. So that's potentially like 3 or 4 cards. And then General as Enforcer. I don't think we necessarily need to be playing 3 of these. So we could drop that down to 2. So that would give us a potential 4 cards that we could play with. And now I don't really want to put up a different list again, because now sometimes we do that. Sometimes we'll say, okay, these are definite changes that could be made, but I don't really want to say definite, because I would need to just build some more variations, try them out. But yeah, so we do have potentially 4 cards that we could play with. I might hop Militia Bugler up to 4. I might even put in anything that just really maybe another Hostage Taker. But again, with decks like these, you really want to keep them low to the ground. Benalish Marshal might come up to 4 as well. Exclusion Mage I feel like was actually really strong. That might go up to 3. But we may just need more multicolor spells. You could also potentially, with the amount of mana, like, so to say, fixing in this deck, this could also potentially be a 4-color deck where you could actually add red to it for cards like Judith, Robber of the Rich, Tajik. Those are also humans that you could potentially play. If you do that, though, you do have to consider, you know, you might not want to be playing Benalish Marshal because it is 3 mana. But yeah, so basically those 4 cards, like I mentioned, play around with, do that yourself. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Remember, 2 Kitesail Freebooters, 1 General's Enforcer, and the Atris. So those are the 4 cards I believe that you could play around with. So like I said, let me know in the comments down below. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun playing it. And please, please, please hit that subscribe button, as we, like I said, are growing so fast. And I would love to get to 1,000 as quickly as possible. I mean, and so would everybody, but you guys have always all been amazing. I appreciate, like I said, every single one of you. It means so much to me that you guys are enjoying my content. So, all right. Just keep staying safe. You know, sorry I'm mumbling a little bit. I'm just so overjoyed. A lot of adrenaline comes out when I'm making these videos because I like talking to you guys. So, but yeah, stay safe, and we will see you guys next time.